Hello, this is Robert Smith. I'm here in Newcastle County Down. I'm actually at the top of a castle, Dum Drum Castle. And so what I'd like to do is share with you a little bit about the deeper levels and the different levels of healing. I'd like to start with the understanding about how the unconscious mind works. For example, today when you jump in your car and you just drive, you don't think about driving, you don't think about how much pressure you put on the brake or how much pressure you put on the accelerator or how to turn or anything like that or stay between the lines. You just naturally do it. Well, it's the same way with problems. Problems happen naturally at an unconscious level. Sometimes you don't even know why. You just feel bad, you act bad, you feel stress, you feel anxiety, you feel angry, you feel happy, you feel hurt, and without even thinking, it just boom, someone looks at you, something happens, you're in a position, in a place, all of a sudden you have something going on inside, and you don't even know why. And so one of the things is understanding that this is how the mind works, automatically without your conscious understandings, which means that when you want to heal yourself, there's two ways of doing this. One, tap in the heat of the moment and noticing how you know why you have the problem. You may feel it, you may see it, you may hear it, you may just some sensation going on, and you just keep tapping. Focus on the feeling, move your focus from the feeling as you're tapping. Feel your fingers. Move your focus, go back to the feeling, double check, keep going back over and over again. And the weird thing about it is sometimes we have situational triggers. That means you could be driving and a certain situation will trigger up an anxiety or panic attack. Fears and phobias have its own situations, and sometimes it's these situations that stir up the anxiety, which consciously you don't understand. All right, you don't understand, you just know it happens, and you just keep tapping, keep tapping, keep tapping, and you may ask yourself, have I ever experienced this before? How many times I've done this? What's going on inside my life at the time? There's all kinds of different things, but logically, consciously, you don't understand. So we have what you call the art of change, which practitioners will use. You can use it as well, and that is to help me, the practitioner, to understand how you successfully create and manifest your problem, which is basically a decoding of your successful, undesirable outcome known as the problem. And so we start looking at that, start breaking it down, and start helping you create the deeper changes. And so as we do that, what will happen is that opens our understanding, how you do it, and what you do, and when you do it. Now, another thing is that sometimes your unconscious mind has been protecting you, hiding stuff behind your conscious mind so that you can't see it because you probably can't handle it. And so it'll metaphorically create problems without you knowing exactly how it is and what it is that you're doing to create it. And so this is where you just know how you know within you, feel it, see it, sense it, the sensations, the size of it, the pressure of it, the emotions you have because of it, and then you keep tapping and tapping and tapping until you create the change. That's two levels, conscious awareness and unconscious awareness. So what you consciously do is consciously be aware of how you know right now you're feeling it inside you, the emotions you have because of it. It could be a certain look, a certain situation, a certain smell, a certain something. Address what you know. And as you keep addressing what you know, you can shift and change what you know. It reminds me of a lady. I was at a health fair, and one of my friends who knew about how I can help make changes, she said, well, go see Robert. He can help you change your nail biting problem. And of course, you see her nails, there's no nails, and it's chewed way down low. And I began to work on her. I had no resources of how, when it all began. All I knew is what she did today. And so it is, I kept tapping on what she knew, how she did today, her personal feelings and sensations and emotions and beliefs and attitudes about it. And as I began to shift and change it, next time I saw her was 3 or 4 months later, and look, I have fingernails, she said. And she said, I didn't understand why I chewed my nails. I had no reasons. I didn't have any understanding. So I kept asking, why? And what happened is her mind began to give her a memory she didn't even know she had. It was in the background, way back, didn't even consciously know it was there. And the memory was when she was a small girl, she watched a TV show, and it was Shirley Temple, and she was apparently left at an orphanage. Well, 3-4 weeks later, a month later, her mother took her to the babysitters and left her for the very first time. That's when it all began. Now, even though logically I didn't know the history, I didn't know the exact memory where it began, I just knew how to work with her knowings, which is, by the way, her knowings of how she knew she chewed her fingernails. We changed those resources, all of a sudden the real problem changes, and the memory reveals whatever it was that created it, and we may address that as well. So you don't have to know the original cause, but you do have to know how you know personally and address your knowings. And so, again, inside you, there's feelings, there's pictures, there's sensations, there's colors, there's situations. Who knows what it is? But what you need to know is just do what works. And FasterEFT does that. And so, if you have an issue you can't really decode and you need some help with it, always go to FasterEFT.com. There's practitioners. Just find your practitioner. And they work all around the world. They work with Skype, and it works over Skype just as well as in person. And also keep watching the videos here on YouTube. Do the 30-day challenge, and that means watch videos, one every day. Tap along, do your homework, and I guarantee you within 30 days you'll notice some big changes. And who knows what will happen. Who knows how much better your life can be. There's a lot of people who healed their pains, improved their relationships, improved their finances, and just began to feel happier and better. So that's what we want to do. Feel good. Feel good for no reason, just because you know how. This is Robert Smith here in Newcastle County Down. Keep tapping. Ciao.